What's up, gang? Case here with our CrossFit Metcon for Saturday, May 15th. This is our final week of Murph prep. So today's workout is essentially 90% of Murph. The runs will be the full distance today. So on your runs today, I'd recommend being within about 30 seconds on each of those miles, mile at the beginning, mile at the end, within 30 seconds of what you want your pace to be on Murph day. So if you plan to run an 8-minute mile that day, let's shoot for somewhere in that 8:30 range for each of today's miles. Once you get back inside, you've got 90 pull-ups, 180 push-ups, and 270 air squats. I think the best way to get there is with 18 rounds of 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, or 18 rounds of 5 pull-ups, 5 push-ups, 15 squats, and then 5 more push-ups at the end. Push-ups tend to be the sticking point for most people on this workout, so being sure that you're not having to rest a lot in between reps or in between movements today tends to be what gets people through the workout in the most efficient manner. You can partition those reps however you would like today, but those 18 rounds, 1 or 2 ways that I mentioned, those would be what I would recommend. On our run today, let's still think about good mechanics, staying up tall, keeping our shoulders relaxed, and think fast steps, quiet steps. That way we're not overstriding on the run, we're keeping a little bit of impact out of our legs, and we're letting gravity pull us forward. Once we get back inside from that run, we'll jump into those rounds. On pull-ups today, I want to give a few tips for folks that are wearing vests as well, and this will even help just standard mechanics. But I see a lot of people at the top of that kipping pull-up, when they push away, they kind of relax as they fall to the bottom. So our focus today is on the way down. We're still going to push away, but I want you to stay active, and I want you to control that down motion. Remember to keep the body long, toes together in the bottom. Giving that big stretch in the back of that kip is what creates that tension and allows us to come back and through. After that, we've got push-ups. Big thing that happens on Murph is as people get fatigued, they start to maybe not come all the way down to the ground, or they'll start to let those hips sag, and then they're touching at the hips instead of the chest. And then stay away from this one too. Don't let those quads touch the ground. If you're doing that, you know that you're relaxing. You want to stay stiff, chest touches the ground, come back up to full extension at the top. If you're somebody who is going to wear a vest, the way to do this properly is not just to touch the vest. So people get away with some shorter reps there because my vest touches about 2 inches before my actual chest touches the ground. So you want to let vest touch, then chest touch all the way down before you come back up. After that, you've got air squats. If you have the ability, get your hip crease below your knee. Big flaw that we've been seeing on this movement over the last couple weeks is as people get fatigued, they lock the knee out, but they're not extending the hip all the way, so they're not completing that full air squat. So think about keeping the chest up tall, and when you finish that rep, full extension of the hip and knee, your shoulders should be stacked over hips and knees at the top as well. Steady pace today. Your goal is to get through this without having to take a ton of breaks in between movements. So split up those reps in as small as sets as you need to, so that you're constantly transitioning from one thing to the next and not having to take breaks in the middle of those reps. Good luck on today's workout. We've got a couple weeks of deload from this Murph prep stuff, and then we'll be doing that hero workout on Memorial Day.